say too much because it's already in the program notes about this piece, but I want you to realize this is what's called a true modern 20th century style piece. You're not going to be walking out whistling this tune, I can guarantee you. It's more, a tone poem is supposed to tell, the program is supposed to tell a story. This tells a very, very violent story. And you'll hear the beginning how it's like if you were on a hot day over a road or a field, you see the shimmering of the heat coming off it. It was around 120 that day, 110, 120 that day. So it's very much a program piece. We hope the kids actually really dug into this and really started liking this. You'll tell when the candidate is, you'll tell when to get started. It's pretty obvious, but we hope you enjoy Gettysburg the third day. one of these pieces I sing to my grandson when I try to get him to sleep. It wasn't the last one. He would have nightmares, and my daughter would never let me touch the child again. I have been in Creston for 28 years. You haven't figured out I don't know what I'm doing yet. Okay, cool. In most of those wonderful years, this wonderful lady has been accompanying my kids. I did it in class. How many has Lynn accompanied you at some point? Okay, almost most of them. She accompanied this kid. And I saw this piece, and I love this piece. I do sing this to my grandson, and you can read the poem, the choral version of this. And I thought, we need to accompany Lynn once. So this is Eric Whittaker, who's one of my favorite modern composers right now. He is an amazing man, and he has written this piece called Seal Lullaby, and this will be featuring on piano. This is Lynn Baker. This is this is my 33rd senior class I have said goodbye to. Say for parents night. This doesn't seem like it's been that long. And I've got a lot of these kids in here that I said the same thing to their parents. I got to say goodbye to them, to their parents too, which is kind of weird. But I'd like to talk a little bit about each of them, and then let them say thank you to their parents as well. I want to say thank you to the parents who have endured me for the last 4 years. And these kids are special because sometimes I lose my seniors after a trip. These kids stuck with me. This is the year after the Florida trip, and they stuck with me. And they're very talented and they're very dedicated. And I love every single one of them. This first young man, he kind of came and went a little bit, but and I was always worried, he had some issues his freshman year. I was like, please stay healthy. And then he just has blossomed into a good leader throughout the whole band. He likes to joke a lot. He likes to try to play little pranks every once in a while. Maybe every once in a while. You turn that off. So, and I am reading it. I always have the kids send me an email. This will tell you how this child is. I let the children send me how do you want yourself announced? And so this is the cool and awesome son of Amy Britton and Troy Britton, Mr. Connor Britton. I gotta be honest, until he was a sophomore, I didn't know this kid could speak. This next kid. Seriously, I did not know if he could speak because he was so quiet. And then he got to a senior year and he wouldn't shut up. That's another story. No, he has done everything he can to hold that tuba section down by himself and has done an amazing, amazing job. You think this, and all of a sudden the senior year, he just start wailing, and it was like on the football field, was like, dude, he's making all that sound by himself. That is awesome. And I have this little itty bitty skinny body. and carrying this huge tuba. So he has done an amazing job. I'm so glad he stuck with me. He's a great kid. This is the child of Jesse Davis, Mr. Max Davis. If you look up colorful in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this young person. Very colorful, very exciting. Always has the biggest smile. Always has the greatest disposition. And I just sit there and go, wow, Bean, do you ever get mad? And I asked Bean that once, and Bean said, only at Maddie, but okay. Do you remember that your sophomore year I answered that? Yes, she said. Yeah. Okay, and I was like, amazing, great senior, great leader. This is the child of Misty and Kevin DeBoer, Bean DeBoer. Here's the one that I have been the only band director this Southern Belle has ever had, because I started her on clarinet the freshman year. Freshman year, just came with me and wanted to play in band. I was like, okay, and took to it like crazy. Ended up just being one of the best clarinet players I've ever had in my group. It was kind of funny because every time she gets excited, she slips into her Louisiana drawl, which is kind of funny. But she does, oh my goodness, she just took on everything. I even made her do a solo last year, and did a great job. This is the daughter of Joshua and Paulette Holiday, Miss Allie Holiday. This young lady, I can honestly say that I met her and kicked her when I first met her, because we met in Taekwondo. And I've known her since she was literally this tall. And she she is my head drum major. She has been an incredible leader, an incredible musician. If only I could get her to try out for any honor bands, it'd be even better. What, too soon? Okay, but she did just an amazing job. She was there. She makes tennis for me every day. She's basically my gopher, my right hand, left hand, and most days half my brain. We need to be doing this. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. And reminding me of everything that I need to do. And I'm going to have to rely on like 15 people to take over her job for next year. This is, again, how I read this. This is the favorite daughter of Dennis and Terry Hopkins, Miss Bridget Hopkins. This young man has just exploded in the last couple of years in band. Taking on a leader role, taking on solo roles, taking on, want to improv? Cool, okay, gonna do that too, jazz band. And again, another one that because of his older siblings, I knew him when he was this tall. And he was the kid at the football games. He's been in the band since he was like 7, moving equipment for the pit marching band, just moving. That about right? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Okay. And guess what? He's still doing that crap. So he's still moving stuff for me and doing great things. I'm going to miss him so much. This is the son of Renee Millslegel and Mike Millslegel, Mr. Brendan Millslegel. This young man, every time I throw something at him, okay, I need you to play mouse on this. Okay, I need you to play bass drum for March Band. Okay, oh, by the way, your senior year, I'm going to throw you on snare. Okay, and he jumped on snare. He did everything I could throw at him, and then here, oh, by the way, going to be timpani on this incredibly complex Gettysburg piece. Okay, and just kind of jumped on it. Incredibly talented dancer and percussionist. He has just blossomed his senior year and doing so much for me. This is the son of Brian and Amanda Moore, Mr. Brendan Moore. Think of coffee on steroids. And you got this next young lady. Wow. I don't think she sleeps. I'm gonna have to. A little bit, because she's constantly moving and constantly doing something and running around like a crazy person, and then just jumping around from thing to thing, and always a smile on her face, and always just like, I'm going, and then you could never miss her. I used to remember her freshman year when she was in guard, and I thought, this kid is interesting because she has a stuffed piece of pizza on the side of her bag. On her guard bag, she got a fluffy little pizza slice thing that she had to identify her guard bag with. And when I thought about it, yep, that's about her. So this is the daughter of Jyotesh and Sanel Patel. Ami Patel. Got it. This next young lady, if you're not familiar with, we used to have, when we were connected with OM Expert, they shared band with us. And so every once in a while we get some kids from OM that would come and do band with our program. This young lady, when they decided to go from OM, decided to go with Greenfield, decided to stay. And the only way she do that is a transfer from OM to come to Creston permanently. This young lady has done astounding things, even being first chair in the district honor band. She was the twice first year in District Honor Band. She was second round of All-State. She just took everything and I came to her this year, so what do you want to do for solo? So I found a 3-page, incredibly difficult solo that changes all the stuff of it, and yes, Lynn, you have that one. that changes all over the place, and she has just become and I guess she's even going to go on and play at SWIC this year, so I'll get to be really close to hear her keep playing, which is great. This is the Too Cool for OM daughter. Okay, and I'm saying this, Techie, did I say it right? Techie and Ryan Pierce, Miss Raven Pierce. I did this next young man, I did this for his dad. It's one of my second gens. And when I heard, I have Jared Wilson's kid, really? He's not a drummer. Okay, cool. Okay. And he came in just like a ball of fire. What do I do, Pete? What do I do this? What do I do? And just attacked everything I gave him with as much gusto as possible. He's even taking music theory this year. He's taking jazz improvisation. He just really has just been like a musical sponge. And then if you heard him today, he had a very big love of the low A on Barry sax. He wail on that note. Every time he has a chance to play it, he will. So hopefully I will miss him so much because he is a ball of fire. This is the son of Ashley Graham and Jared Wilson, Mr. Sam Simpson. Two second gens in a row. Woo. This is I had this young man's mom as also a trumpet player, and he is talk about overcoming just everything, just kind of coming out and okay, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna play this, I want to, and he kind of had to sit behind some very talented trumpet, and when he had his chance to be first chair, he took it like storm. You got to hear him tonight in the jazz band, you got to hear him solo a little bit tonight, and we get to hear him next year when he plays with the Bearcat Marching Band at Northwest. So if you're the Northwest fans, you'll get to go hear this young man play. This is the son of Ethan and Lara Anderson, Mr. Brenton Vanderploom. Last but certainly not least, this young lady, first year clarinet. She was the state champion this year, guard soloist. She was she has been a leader in both her dance studio, in Peppers, in Winter Guard, in everything that she kind of puts herself into position. She has attacked with as much ferocity and passion as she could possibly muster. She is also doing incredibly difficult solo for a solo contest this year, which I'm really proud of her because she's really coming along well on it. Please help me say farewell to the daughter, Lolita and Ryan Woody, Trinity Woody.
I'm all worried about the camera, silly man.
As Trinity makes her way back up, I want to say one thing. First of all, thank you again very much for coming. Thank you for sharing your children with me. These kids become part of my world forever. I tried to count the other night to see how many Facebook friends of mine are former students. I got to about 250 to 300 and stopped because there's so many. I have one who was I have my first 5 drum majors Facebook friend me wished me happy birthday this last weekend. And one of those, the DM number 2 is still here. I was like, okay, it was great. And I went down to the middle school solo ensemble contest this last Thursday. I'm standing in there in the hallway watching these young people going from middle school, going into their solos. And as I'm looking around, every single parent around me was a former student. And I'm like, oh my God, either I'm old, I've been here way too long. These are your children. They will forever be my kids. Thank you for enjoying and sharing my kids. Our last piece, our very last piece. Our very last piece, it is quite complex. For those of you who are musicians, will understand this. This is incredibly complex musically, rhythmically, technically. It also has 30 time signature changes in it. It has 7 key changes in it. It changes on a dime. It goes left, right, upside down. It is truly a college level piece. And yes, this is one of our pieces we're taking to contest. So we're gonna put ourselves on fire. No, it'll be great. These kids really like Holsinger. For some reason, they just love Holsinger. They love this piece.
Don't twist the narrative. We like the kids, not it.
We hope you enjoy gathering the rings. Thank you very much. Have a great